Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? Oh, we got some things to talk about. Namely, this fella here, Absol. Absol dropped his album, his latest album on the what, 8th? I finally got to listen to it. I wanted to live with it for a minute. I'm one of those that can't just listen to an album first the first time it drops and then give a quick review. I really need to sit with this album, and I guess I'm one of those unorthodox ones too where I don't care if it bumps in the car, and then it got to listen, and then I got to hear in the living room, and then I got to hear here and there. I'm not a stickler for that. I like music wherever I put it on is where I'm gonna put it on. So Absol came out with Soul Burger, of course, tribute to his friend who is not here with us any longer. This album here, 15 songs, 15 songs of greatness. This is a good album. Absol, man, it's like it's hard for I don't know how they do it. I don't know how he found a way and how Kendrick found a way, but this is about Absol. But I'm glad he found a way to be able to not cheapen his lyricism, but find the beats that complements his lyricism. I think that's something to be said. A lot of people, a lot of our MCs can't do that. You have some real good lyrical miracles, and for some reason, it's like the beats escape them a little bit. So for him to be able to, well, at least from what I've seen from his interviews, he did ask. So he asked a couple of people about their input about his music, and so he asked their opinions about it, and for you to be a great phenomenal lyricist or a great phenomenal just musician, and to humble yourself to say, hey, what do you think I'm missing here? What do you think I should add here? And allow the people to give you their opinion, and you trust their opinion. For you to make such a phenomenal album is it's something grand. Now I know a lot of people love all that. I've heard him and DJ Head talk about that a lot. But I'm gonna tell you, my favorite songs is GoPro. I'm addicted to GoPro. That beat is nice. Him and Ty Dolla, that beat is nice. I love the whole album. To me, there is no skips whatsoever. Each song brings something different. Peace is very good. Of course, that's more with him, Lupe, Fiasco, Punch, and Dough Burger. He's speaking as Dough Burger on there. That's a good one. Righteous Man is good. Crazier, him and Jid. Oh my God. Oh my God. On Crazier. Oh my God. And that is so awesome. I can't stress enough how awesome Crazier is. And then Sky is the limit. Is Sky is limited. This is a very good R&B like song, right? Blast does his thing. Miss Asia Holiday does her thing. Very good song. I love Don Julio with Fresh. I love that song. Squeeze First too. Of course, that's just rapping, and he lets you know why he is one of them ones. I Myself and Me featuring Dochi. I like this because this is something that we didn't expect Dochi to be in, right? We know Dochi is rapping, and she just dropped her album. If you have not heard Alligator Bite shit, you want to do that. We do have to do an album review with Dochi too, but this is good. This was so good. Not hearing her rap was a little different for me. So, but I Myself and Me, it's very good. She has a very angelic type of voice. Vince Staples never miss. And what I like about Vince Staples is that he raps so casually, like he's just talking. And it's like he's one of those effortless rappers that can really, really rap. And it feels like he's not trying hard. I don't know if he really is or not, but especially with on features, Vince never freaking miss. So I love that. Now, on 9 Mile, 9 Mile, I love 9 Mile because of course Eminem's 8 Mile and everything. Um, 9 Mile is dope. Nine Mile has the cheat code soul to soul vocals and stuff on there. But and I don't know who did it and how they did it. I didn't look at the producers of each song and everything. So if you want to do that, by all means, go ahead. But whoever thought of the great idea to put Mob Deep with Soul to Soul, they're freaking genius. They're just freaking genius to me. Who'd have thought that? And it's so, oh my God, it's so good. And there's a lot of songs within a song in this album. So it's almost like you're thinking he's starting a whole new song, but it's actually within the same set. So and Nine Mile is one of those. I think oh, there's a couple of them that's one of those. It's Nine Mile. It's where's that one? Is it oh, Absol Peace. Peace is another one. Peace is chaotic. It's a chaotic. It's almost like that's how his this song is chaotic to me. It feels like that's a bundle of all of his emotions that he's getting out in peace and everything. So it's a very deep song. But yeah, it's several of them. A couple of them got a song within a song. I like Salty Sweats a lot. I know a lot of people like Salty Sweats. I love D&D featuring Neek NIQ, Notorious NIQ. She is dope. This woman here is dope. I love her. She was spitting her ass off on this. Very everybody he has as a feature did their damn job. They did their job. There's nothing that you can take away from anyone. Nobody was sleeping. And I like that. I like how people respect you enough to really be on their A game, right? Um, all that featuring Jason Martin, as we all know, as used to be called Problems. And he's one of them underrated rappers too. I like Jason Martin. What I'm gonna tell you, all that it sticks to my heart because I'm from the old school. And when I heard the way they were rapping, which was the Diggable Planet style, I was like, oh my God, they they're giving homage to Diggable Planets. Oh my goodness. That's why I love all that just for that. For them to pay respects like that. But see, that's what I like about Absol. He's a lyricist of back in the day. It's like he really respects those before him. And that's what makes him so freaking dope to me. Payday is official. I love Payday as well. But Payday is like it's at the end and it goes so fast. It's like you want more before you realize the song is over with. I think that's one of the shortest songs too. Bucko Jr. is when he's talking his shit as well. He's really getting into his shit. This whole album to me, there is not one skip whatsoever. If you're skipping something, maybe it's a preference thing. I don't know. I didn't skip. I went through it. I even when I wanted to play my favorite, I waited till the whole thing was completed. Then I played my favorite song. And it's like it's hard to pick out your favorite, but I'm gonna tell you the first thing that I always love to play is GoPro. I know people like all that. That's supposed to be the slapper. To me, the slap is GoPro. Him and Ty Dolla's talking shit. I love this song. GoPro is the slap to me. Crazier is just that. Oh my God, Crazier is just that. They both went in. He has a lot of what I like what Jeremy Heck called quotables. He has a lot of quotables. You'll end up finding yourself hearing certain bars in your head while you're sleeping that he's rapping. Um, I know this was his thing about being mainstream, but see, to me, like I don't know how everybody else feel, but I love Herbert. To me, I thought that's what Herbert was. Herbert was more mainstream to me than I've heard his previous projects, which has always been. He's always been a dope artist, and I know people's like, well, he's finally picking the right beats, but I'm like, but Absol always picked the right beats. Maybe it's just my preference of what I like. And because of his lyricism, those beats complemented his lyricism to me. That's me, right? Because I even had to go back and listen to Herbert to hear people say, yeah, he's more mainstream this time, more contemporary or what have you, more mainstream. I'll say more mainstream. And I'm like, but Herbert was mainstream to me. And that had more songs, of course, they had like 18 songs. But I and that to me was no skips either. So I maybe I'm just missing something, and I'm more of a person that likes to listen for listening's sake, and maybe I don't get into too much of the details of the way the beat was made and everything. Because to me, Absol is one of those people that could find a pocket when there is no pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he really did his thing. He never disappoints to me anyway. He never disappoints. Now, when it comes to the next video, I would like to see GoPro as the next video. Peace would be okay, but I would like to see that like at the ending, like if he's not, let that be like your last video. I think Sky is limitless. I think that should be a video. Crazier needs to be a video just because him and Jid is rapping. They rapping. That needs to be just, yeah. Bring that, please. Um California Dream is nice. I would love to see that with him and Ben Staple. 9 Mile. I would like to see that in the video, but I don't know how he will be able to put that in the video. It's very, very personal. I mean, everything he says in each track is personal, but 9 Mile is just like, he just rips the band-aids off and just go ahead. Like, this is me, damn it. You know, he talks about everything personal. Everything. I would love to see, just because I want to see Notorious in the video, Notorious NIQ. I would love to see D&D as a video as well. Saudi Sweats. Now, I think a lot of people love Saudi Sweats. I will say, okay, if I'm going to be honest about all of it, to me, from everything that I listen to, that's one of the ones that I can say, okay, if I don't hear it, it's not that's not my favorite. I can live with it. I love it, and I can live without it a little bit too. But I see why it's one of them ones with me. Like, okay, if there's one that I got to be like, well, I don't too care for too much. To me, that would be Saudi Squares. I know I might be of the minority. I might be of the minority. Okay, I understand that, but I'm cool with that as compared to everything else. Payday, oh gosh, Payday is another one though, and it's so short, and it's the ending, and it really just wraps up the whole. Um, it wraps up everything. It's a great complete to the album, but yeah, those are the ones that I would like to see a video for, especially GoPro. I would really love to see how he does GoPro because I love all that. I watch all that all the time. Um, I want to say Righteous Man is the one, or is it Righteous Man? One of them he is going hard on. I want to say it's Righteous Man. He's going hard on Righteous Man. I like that. I like that. I like the flow and everything on there. This is I can't stress enough how good this album is. I think Absol proved to himself that he can make music that reach the masses and not compromise his lyricism. I think that that's something that TDE as a whole somehow they figured it out. You know, those guys and girls over there is rocking over there. Now, this is what I have noticed too, because the only one that has been very, 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 very quiet over there is Mr. Eastside Johnny himself, J Rock, and of the original crew, right? And so, from what I'm seeing, I think that he may be dropping soon. I don't know when. It's not to be it's to be determined. But I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, Q drop, which is a phenomenal album. He ain't missed yet. If you haven't listened to Blue Lips, the reason why people was kind of upset at his snub because that's a no skip album too. Blue Lips is the shit. Okay, it's almost like Q came out and set the tone for everybody on the West Coast. This is what you better be doing. If you're not at this caliber, then don't even drop your shit if you ain't at this caliber. Okay, and so it feels like Q stepped out and set the tone for everybody. So his album, it is out. Now we got Dochi, the newcomer. She out, right? Absol is out. Who else came out? It's a group of them that all came out. But from the original crew, the original pack, Eastside Johnny ain't out yet. And he's been quiet. I'm like, where is he at? He's been real quiet. I mean, people like to say how Kendrick takes so long to drop, which he really doesn't. That was during COVID. But J Rock don't drop all the time. So at least an established album, he has hella mixtapes and hella albums. He has about what 4 or 5 albums, I think. I think about 4 or 5. He don't drop a lot though. So when he come out, I can't wait. I'm expecting to hear some real shit from J Rock. I'm excited about that. So I just wanted to do this quick review of Absol's album Soul Burger. You know, he did his thing. You will not be disappointed. I've listened to this thing several times. I love it. I've lived with it for a while. Again, I'm not one of those types that say, "Well, if it don't bang in the car, then it's not this and that." I don't know where those type of critics come from. I've listened to music over and over again and see just how it moves you. He's a reality rapper. He's not a party rapper. He's not a surface rapper that just give you night that depends on the beat all the time. He's one of them that you got to sit and listen to. I will say, not that he dumbed down his bars. He didn't do that, but he did find a way to translate his bars easier. Okay, because he'll talk in parables and shit. Now Absol will talk to you in parables and all of that, and you have to live with his work for a minute to like understand where is he coming from. And me, all the stuff that he says sometimes, like I'm waiting for somebody to break that down so I can get there because I can't get there like that, like a lot of other people can all the time. But what the ones I catch, right? But this one he did. It's not like he didn't insult us by dumbing down his lyricism, but he did make it more easier to understand him, right? And I think that that's what he had to work on was the ease of his bars and his relatability and the way he says, because he's art, he's a living art. And when you have a person that raps the way Absol raps, it's you can get lost in the words. And now he had to really pen his words in a different way for him. So in a way, I guess this is like him coming outside of his comfort zone, and he hit it right on the head. And again, this is something that's usually hard for the lyrical miracles such as him to do. And so I say whatever whoever he spoke to, and I know Head was one of them. Whomever he spoke to after Head and gotten his advice from, he really sat down and he listened and he cultivated what is a very good album. Now, I'm not one to call things a classic right off the bat. I like to live with it, see how these songs hold up over time. I don't see why we call things classic before 5 to 6 years. I think that this is a hell of a good album. I think 2024 for hip hop has been hella good anyway, from the OGs to the newbies. I mean, and also the women has been running 2024 hip hop and the West Coast from all accounts. You do have some of your OGs that's out here running things like LL and them, Common and them. So they Ice Cube, hell, Ice Cube just dropped. Got to hear what his is too. So yeah, I'm very happy with this album. I have no bad things to say about Soul Burger. Absol did his thing. He really did his thing. And I do like the fact that he has on Peace, Lupe, and Punch, they rapping. This is great. This whole album is great. He even had some funniness in there, like with Don Julio 70. That's funny. With Fresh is funny. It's funny. He has some good quotables in there. He's talking his shit and he's just having fun. It feels like he's really getting the stress off in this album that we're not used to seeing. So good job, Absol. Okay, y'all stay tuned for the next album review, which I will do of Doechii. I love when the women be rapping their ass off and rapping, and they don't have to be lyrical miracle, just say something. And I'm glad Doechii's one of them ones that's saying some shit. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to sign out. Y'all have a good day. See ya.